Hey hustlers, I'm probably I don't know. This one might just get my channel deleted. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I have a hot take for you guys today. And that hot take is ditch the wedding to buy a house. Now, let me explain. This year and in years prior, I have witnessed several weddings and I have loved them all. From the most simple elopements with a dinner party to very close gatherings to the grand ball dream with all of the things. And I love it all. And to each their own. But hear me out on this. And let me look this up because I ain't finna get fact checked. Also, does anyone know if you can play music while you record videos without your video being in copyright? Because sometimes I get bored in the silence. But I found peace in the violence. Okay, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT, how much does the average American spend on weddings? Hail to the nah. I accidentally deleted it. One more time. Hail to the nah, to the nah, 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 hail to the nah. Okay, the average cost of a wedding in the US is from $30,000 to $33,000, according to the Knot and Zola. However, the figure varies widely. And then it kind of breaks down what costs usually look like for different areas. Now, luxurious high-end weddings may exceed $100,000. Now, I have been to one wedding that I think was around that price point, but I will say most of the ones that I've attended are probably like within that range and on the lower end too, because I'm around similar-minded people that value other things. So here's my hot take, guys. Instead of spending $30,000 to $35,000 on a wedding, which don't even get me started on how much a rock costs, because I mean, yes, like the bling, first of all, the bling is fabulous. Yes, you deserve it. Yes, this person, your partner, should be spending a dime and a half and like several paychecks to like get you the ring, depending on where you are in your life. Given our current given our current political stance, given the world economy and how everything is going to motherfucking shit, hear me out. Why not spend that money on, at least, if you don't want to be an investor, a real estate investor like me, that's fine. That's cool. Do something else. Spend that money on a house, on a down payment for a house. Invest it in a duplex. Like, you're telling me that for one day of feeding people and enjoying people that maybe you speak to once every 5 years, you're gonna put all this money into that when you don't own property? Like, where are the priorities? And hey, if property is not your gag, I don't know, put that money in Bitcoin, put it in stock, open a CISA account for your child, put it in a Roth. Well, you can't put 30,000. No, the limit's lower than that. You can't put $30,000 in a Roth. But like, that's my hot take. Now, if you have citizenship, if you're able to travel and you want to do something nice, I've met many people who they'll do something more affordable in a different country because yes, the dollar stretches more, but like, oh my gosh, that's just something I can't get behind. I think that there is nothing wrong, and I think there's so many beautiful and creative ways to celebrate your wedding with the people that you love without breaking a leg and selling a kidney. You can do like an Airbnb rental, like a lake house rental, and get like a garland and a thing, like, you know, make it cute, get a photographer, cater some food, have someone cook for you, and invite like 20 people, 30 people, because I remember there was this research thing that I was reading about, and I don't know if it's like, I think it's 150 people, but ideally most people cannot have more than 150 close people in their life at a time, because we just don't have the bandwidth, time, capacity, mental, emotional, blah blah blah. Which I agree, I have a very select group of friends, and it's hard for me to disperse my time between all of them, even though most of them aren't here physically, because we spend time catching up, taking flights to see each other, spending hours on the phone. I cannot imagine doing that with like 50 additional people. There's no way. So it's just like, why do you need all these people at your wedding? But anywho, I just want to suggest that, because you don't have to go from like doing the topmost wedding to going and eloping and taking some pictures and that's it. Like, I get it, it's an important day, it's special, you dreamed about it, you waited for it, but man, 30K on a wedding, that's ludicrous to me. I'm like, the amount of real estate privacy trusts that you could open with that, the amount of money that you could get paid back in interest if you did an HYCA, or you did, even if you did like something old fashioned like a CD, or you hard loaned that money, or like, I can't guys. And like, to each their own, but yeah, that's my hot take. Like, spend that money on a house, on a down payment, on an investment, not on a wedding. And still, yeah, have a nice wedding, but like, in my opinion, that's too much money. Now tell me, am I tripping? If you spent this much money on your wedding, did you feel like it got in the way of you doing other financial things? I know people who they'll have, you know, they'll get married by the state, and then they'll buy a house and everything, and then a few years later they'll actually do a nice ceremony and all of that, and like, that's fine too, that's another way. But at that point, I'm like, I don't know how much money you still owe on your house, but you could do like that 35K like straight to your house, so that you're not working until you're 65 to retire, because you're still paying that mortgage. Like, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, it's just, I just can't. So anyway, that's my rant. I've gone to a lot of weddings. I've been thinking a lot, obviously not about my own, but someone needed to say it, and so I said it. And do with me what you will. Please don't ban me. I'll probably put this like towards the end of the season, so you still watch the rest of my content. But anywho, I love you guys. Bye.